Good morning, Bachman Middle School. Today is Tuesday, November 2nd. It is a B day and a band day 2, and I am Mr. Strand with today's Tiger Talk. We're going to start things out with our word of the week. This week's word is citizen. A citizen is someone who lives in a city, state, or country and is legally protected by it. One of the most important things we can do as a citizen is vote. Exercise our right to vote and let our voice be heard. A lot of people think that elections only take place every 4 years for president, but in fact there are elections every year, and today is election day here in Minnesota. That's why I'm here at my polling place, Ramsey County Library in Roseville, where I just voted. That's one way that I can be a good citizen. Now it's time for a Tuesday literacy tip, and here's Mrs. Castle with today's installment.
Do you watch movie previews? I do. They're a good thing, because they can tell us what the film will be about so that we don't start watching and say, what is happening? I have no clue what's going on. Oh boy. Well, did you know that you can preview other stuff in life like nonfiction text? It's true, and it makes reading and understanding nonfiction so much easier. I've got experts Estella, Nico, and Brandon here to tell you how it works.
First, you're going to write down the chapter or the article or the text title. You could also put down the page number and identify any headings from the chapter.
List any key vocabulary words from the chapter, article, or text. Here's a hint. Vocabs usually in bold.
What types of visual aids are included? Pictures, charts, graphs, illustrations, and etc.
Based on the headings in the first sentence of the paragraph, pictures, captions, and bolded words in the text, what do you predict this chapter/article/text will be about?
What is one question you have about this chapter, article, or text?
Last, do you already know anything about the topic in this chapter, article, or text? If so, what do you know?
Thanks for the info, folks. So the next time you read nonfiction, make sure that you preview the text. More examples will come of how to do this and access to this document. Because reading nonfiction shouldn't be scary.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Castle. Finally, today we're welcoming a new member to the Bachman family. His name is Zenith, and he's a service dog for 6th grader Gideon. Here we see Zenith and Gideon together. How does a dog become a service dog? Let's take a look at Zenith's training process, which occurred at Farmington High School.
Zenith comes to school with me nearly almost every day, and he's getting used to different floor surfaces. I'm kind of teaching him how to go in and out of elevators. He loves students. He loves to hang out with them. He loves to cuddle. He loves to be around people. He's a very cool people person dog. The training is a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun. It's rewarding, and so I can't wait to see what he does in the future.
His future is bright, and he has the potential to do great things. Reporting for Tiger News, I'm Elise Hertzfeld.
Now that we know what a service dog does, let's look at how you should behave around Zenith. He's not a pet, he's an employee doing his job. So here are some tips on how you should interact with him.
Being interrupted when you're working is annoying, and depending on the job being done, it can be downright dangerous. The same goes for interrupting service dogs at work. You see, service dogs are performing important functions for people with visible and invisible disabilities. And not all service dogs can be identified by a vest. They might be trained for lots of jobs, including assisting with everyday tasks like opening doors, picking up dropped items, or pushing emergency buttons. They might also be trained to calm children with special needs or create space around veterans to reduce their anxiety in public places. Which is why distracting a service dog in any way is not only disrespectful to the handler, it also makes their day a lot more difficult. That's why when you see a service dog, the most courteous thing you can do is actually nothing. Don't talk to the dog, don't ask what the dog is for, don't stare at the dog, don't take pictures of the dog, don't pet the dog, don't ask to pet the dog, don't call the dog to you. Just play it cool. Interact with the handler as you would with anyone else. and let the dog do its job. By following these common sense guidelines, we can make sure people with service dogs feel respected and help service dogs focus on their people and their very important jobs. This message was brought to you by Freedom Service Dogs of America.
All right, that's all for today. Have a great rest of the day, and I'll be back tomorrow at school. See you then.